Hey everyone, it's Jason from EscamillTV.net, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Exorcist Believer. If you prefer to read my review, you can go check it out over at EscamillTV.net. The Exorcist Believer has a few interesting themes portrayed related to parenting / regret and faith / doubt, but doesn't fully immerse the audience in those messages. It's lacking intrigue, offering surface level impact despite haunting makeup, practical visual effects, and editing. The screenwriters failed to take creative risks that would highly elevate this story. I love what A24 has done with horror films such as Hereditary and this year's Talk to Me, but this is certainly not in that same hemisphere, not even close. Instead, we get a very straightforward story that lacks spicy suspense, drama, or true horror. It's rather safe, predictable, and despite its less than 2-hour runtime, I could not wait for this film to be over. The first act has two teenage girls named Angela and Catherine who venture off into the woods, become cursed, and for the rest of the film, we get to experience the duo act horrifically outlandish. Authorities, hospital staff, and their parents attempt to free the girls via an exorcism of this evil spirit that has latched onto them. These characters feel incredibly hollow, despite the attempt to add depth to our protagonist. He's a father of one of the girls, played by Leslie Odom Jr. It's all poorly contrived. The movie begins with a flashback of something absurdly catastrophic happening to this father's wife, or this guy's wife, and it merely came off as if the writers were trying to quickly check off that, oh, we connected the audience to the main character. But I did not feel that way. We know truly nothing substantial about these people that would make us want to care about them, but we are jolted so unnaturally into their world so we can get to the spooky, creepy stuff. Why does Hereditary work? That's a film I really enjoy. We care about the mother in that film who had something horrific happen to her daughter, and the way it happens feels real. In contrast, The Exorcist Believer has something horrific happen too, but the pacing moves way too fast and it feels silly / unnatural. While the beginning of the film feels poorly manufactured, at least the screenwriters tried to connect us with the characters at the beginning of this film. However, after that opening, there's literally no substance whatsoever. It's a countdown to see these girls act creepy, sequence after sequence as them just doing more creepy things, and people trying various things to stop them. We go as far as pulling the lead character from the classic 1973 film, Chris McNeil, who's reprised by Elton Burstyn, but despite her previous exorcism experience with her daughter, she doesn't seem to offer anything to this film other than solely being a familiar face. After McNeil can't crack these girls free, it's Ann Dowd's turn, whose terrific acting that is so fun to watch most of the time can't save this bare-bones story. After her, it's a pastor who we see previously has got cold feet. He makes a return, which is supposed to be like the tipping point of the film, but there's nothing interesting about watching all of these people who we do not care about try different means to free these girls. It feels incredibly repetitive, sequence after sequence of these girls being weird and odd dialogue being exchanged. Go see Salt X if you're in the mood for horror at the movie theaters. It's a much more clever crafted horror film with an actual compelling backstory. Or if you want to be adventurous, go see Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. It comes out today, October 13th. It actually pushed this film, The Exorcist, a week ahead. This review is coming out a little late. You should go check out that film instead. It's a concert film if you're into that sort of thing. I've seen the tour live. It's phenomenal, and it's unlike any other concert that I've attended. I'm actually about to go head out right now to go watch that. That is what I would probably recommend. But let me know your thoughts on this. Did anyone like this movie? This has gotten some pretty bad critic and audience reviews, but I'd like to know your thoughts on it. Is there anyone out there that maybe found some saving grace to this film? For me, it was one of the worst movies of this year, unfortunately. And that'll wrap up my review for The Exorcist Believer. I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, and you can consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos like this in your feed. Until next time, my name is Jason Escamilla from EskimoTV.net.